Jacq, the humble celeriac. Do you cook with it much?
Look, probably not as often as I should, but when I do, I always wonder why I don't cook with it more often. And it has that creaminess to become, you know, soup or puree. It's a great veggie. It's a little different looking, but...
So we're going to make a delicious creamy puree, celeriac puree. We're going to do some seared scallops, because celeriac and scallops really pair well together, and then make a cheeky bacon crumb to go on top of our scallops.
Mate, sounds great.
All right. For you, can you start by chopping me some dill?
Absolutely can.
And I'm going to start attacking this celeriac. So what I want to do first is just cut off those pieces at the top where the celery grows out. All right. I first discovered celeriac, Jacq, when I was auditioning for MasterChef, and I wanted to try and come up with a fancy puree, thinking outside the box, that paired really well with my pork belly dish. And I came across celeriac, and it worked really, really well. So that's what I'm trying to replicate today.
I bet it wowed the judges on that show too.
They did enjoy it, luckily. So you just want to remove that fibrous skin from the celeriac, and then just run your knife around the bottom, just to get rid of all of that gnarly, funky skin and get to that beautiful white middle.
Perfect. And celeriac is part of the fennel and celery family. That's why we see the similarity in the tops that it's coming out. And also, I think fennel is probably an unusual veg that a lot of people don't pick up as well. So it's interesting, isn't it? All from the same family, but all can be really celebrated in their own unique ways.
Absolutely, and that's what today's all about. So I'm just roughly dicing our celeriac just into 2 centimetre cubes. Now, you need to be careful, Jacq, because celeriac will oxidise really, really quickly and turn brown, so we're going to use it straight away.
Okay.
So all into our pot straight away. Would I be able to get 1.5 cups of that milk? That would be lovely. We've got 150 mils of cream, because we're going to make a creamy, luscious puree, okay? There's no boiling our celeriac in water. We're going to cook it in cream and milk.
Enhance the creaminess with a bit more dairy.
Yeah, that's right. So our milk can go in. Thank you for that. I've got a shallot. Just want to roughly chop that. That's going to help to give our puree a fantastic flavour, and it's going to help to flavour our cream and milk mix as well. And of course, quick before she sees, just a knob of butter in there.
You thought you'd get away with that?
I tried. And a good pinch of salt. Now I'm going to get our pan on, and all we want to do is we're just going to bring this to a simmer and then just cook it nice and gently until that's nice and soft. Then we're going to blitz it with a stick blender until we've got a beautiful, silky, smooth celeriac puree.
Easy.
Then it's scallop time.
Yes.
All right, Jacq, so I've pureed up our celeriac until it's nice and smooth. Now, you could see that I took off some of that cream and milk mixture just because I didn't want a celeriac soup, as gorgeous as that would be.
Yeah, not today's recipe.
It might just run off our plate. Would you be able to throw in that dill that you chopped up for me? I'm just gonna, a little pinch of salt and a bit of pepper. And I've got my pan heating up. Now, I'm using some of that leftover bacon fat to fry our scallops in the bacon fat.
Makes sense.
Why not? Why not? All right. So with scallops, all they need is 1 minute on one side, flip them over, 30 seconds, and out of the pan.
That's a great tip.
All right, here we go. We want that sizzle. Here we go.
I feel like this is a dish for like date night at home.
These are this is great.
It's a bit fancy.
If you want to impress someone, you pull out this dish. Now, these scallops were frozen scallops that we've just thawed out. Really convenient pack. You just have these in the freezer for that said date night, and you can just bring them out when you want. Counting down, I've got my imaginary watch here. I think 30 seconds more. We'll flip them and we'll start to plate up.
Excellent.
So I'm just adding 3 little delicate dollops of our celeriac puree onto our plate.
It is very delicate.
Getting a bit fancy,
This
aren't
is not the
I?
heavy-handed toasty tin that I'm used to.
I know.
so-
I do enjoy cooking like this. I don't get to cook like this much anymore, but it's nice to pull it out every now and then.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Oh,
that's what you want to
beautiful
see.
golden crust.
Nice and caramelised. 30 seconds on this side and we are done. I love seared scallops like this. So simple, a little bit fancy, but it's not hard.
They're buttery and delicious. It's interesting, isn't it? The things that people are unsure about often are the easiest things to cook at home. And that's the
Exactly.
beauty of being able to showcase these sorts of ingredients and foods in the show, is that you can show people how to make magic with them, really.
Exactly. These are done. I'm going to choose the best 3, sit them proudly on top of our celeriac puree.
These are some meaty looking scallops.
They're
too.
huge, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, then we get some of our bacon crumb. I don't want these ones to go to waste. We're going to eat
No
these.
way.
So
I've been eyeing those off the whole time.
take
I'm just like
these out.
1, 2, 3, and
Okay, then we get a little bit of our bacon crumb and get some of that on top. Because bacon and scallops are a surprisingly amazing pair. They absolutely adore each other.
salty and creamy. And
Then we've got some of that beautiful dill. I just want some delicate little fronds just to sit on top.
dill's up there as one of my top 3 favourite herbs, I think.
I absolutely love it, and it goes so well with seafood.
Yeah.
There we go. You would never know that that came from the gnarly looking celeriac, would you?
Not at all. You've given it a real makeover, and it's a beautiful way to do it. I feel like we're about to sit down at a fine dining restaurant.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'll grab a knife and fork and eat it right now.